In this video, I'm going to compare Gemini 3.1 Pro model with the Opus 4.6. So on the screen, on the left side, you will see the output from Opus 4.6. Here on the right side, you will see the output from Gemini 3.1 model. So this first comparison is of the Python CLI tool. So I created this Python CLI tool that scrapes Wikipedia for my given URL or given title, provide the summary in 5 key points, and also add named entities, that person or organization associated with it. So the first I asked it to Sam Altman. The irony is I'm choosing Sam, Opus and Gemini anyway. So this is the header, and on the right side you can see this is a document style. Here is the thing is the summary part both lack the structure, because I wanted to add the summary from whole pages. Obviously it doesn't add any AI, but anyway, so the summary here, it's just give it a random summary here. For example, here in March, Altman and YC began to falsely claim that this, and on the right side it says attended transfer for 2 years before dropping out, which is good because it tells about the person, not just randomly picking up any text from the page. I give Gemini 3.1 for the accuracy, but obviously you can argue about the UI of Opus 4.6 is better than this, but I wanted a concise summary of that page which Gemini provides, so I give the Gemini for this. So next I ask it to create a sales dashboard given my data, and here is the result. If I reload it, it's a nice landing animation for the Gemini 3.1, and light and dark mode is also working with the added animation as well. And on the left side, let me reload this, it's also added the nice animation. If I change the theme from light dark, it works. So only thing that 3.1 is missing is the summary cards. So this is what I wanted in my prompt, and which is not at all added in by Gemini. Otherwise the designing better than the Opus 4.6, but I personally like Opus 4.6 because of the context following. So that's why I give Opus 4.6 a point for this one. And I asked both to create a desktop OS simulator. Let's open one by one. So if I right click on my desktop, I've got 4 options. First is change wallpaper, which randomly changes the wallpaper with the gradients, and here is the arrange icons. So I cannot arrange any icons here, as you can see also. So there's the open all apps. So it did open all the apps. There you go. Now close all windows. Everything is working. So if I click on here, I just got only 2 options. First is a change wallpaper and arrange icons. That's it. No other option. So I give it a point to Opus 4.6 here, and the UI is far better of Opus 4.6 than 3.1. So it's also very subjective, so I don't want to comment anything on it. So if I open this text editor, it looks very native. So let me delete this or add something here. Control plus save. These are the shortcuts that I added specifically in my prompt, and it worked. And let's see, same here. Click on Control plus save. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work on 3.1. So there's a calculator. Calculator UI is also good. There's a calculator UI. It's also good, not bad. And there's a file explorer, and let me open that file explorer here. So this is also good, and it's also draggable, resize windows, and same for here. Let me open if there is some picture I can open. Okay, I cannot open anything, and yeah, not from here as well. There's also, yeah, nothing can be open. So I will just close that down. So there's an image viewer. So let's see, it also have control, next grid control, which looks good by the way. And on the right side I can open, it doesn't have any next or previous control. So again, Opus 4.6 wins here. Moving forward to the next is I asked you to create a defense game. So here, defense game on the grid map, both did perfectly, but I personally like the game from the Gemini 3.1. Let's play here. These are the spawns. I need to protect them from my base area. There you go. I can add, okay, I cannot add cannon, or that's bad because this is the cannon and the frost is not working because it slows enemies and it's also area damage. So these are not working. So if I compare that to 3.1 on the right, let's play this, start the game. So this is the spawn area and this is my base area, and click on, so I can deploy this. There you go. And can also deploy this. Let's see. Now when these towers are not available or weapons not available, it will just gray that out. Now if something is available here, I can simply apply that here. So this is very intuitive. So 3.1 wins here. and now I can click on wave 2. So this is the level 2, and whenever any tower or weapon available, it will show here. This is very intuitive and better than 4.6. Now going forward to next is the test of UI UX. So I gave the detailed prompt to both of the model, and here is the result. On the left side you see Opus 4.6, on the right 3.1. The same cursor that I've defined. Yeah, both works great. And let's check component by component. So hero section looks good. On hover of the button, the cursor area enlarges. Only downside is the UI background is light, but Opus 4.6 we added the menu with white color, so one cannot see that. So this is the point that I give to 3.1. If I go here, it also added nice pattern background, if you can see, and now it also enlarges on the over. Let's move on to the next section, which is this floating bar, and if I show here, so this is also pretty same. Now moving forward to the next, which tells about the statistics. I like again Gemini 3.1 way better than this. Let's move on to the next. So everything in place, and this is quite nice. 4 cards and this is also same, but I like again 3.1's better. This is very stylish and added the graphs animation. Now moving forward to the next is 3-step to better cooking, and here it says how it works. Add your pantry, plan your week, shop smarter. So choice of words are way better than this because it adds the 3-step to better cooking. It says how it works. This is the standard procedure, and also the animation of this is great rather than adding 1, 2 and 3. So 3.1 is way better. And also on this testimonial card, the font choices is better, and also the background pattern is better. Everything in every aspect. Not that Opus 4 sucks here, but again it's about the better UI, even the pricing section. And now the last CTA, I like this one better of 3.1, and there's a footer. Maybe I'm biased, but I'm giving this to 3.1. So now going forward to the next is the SVG Animation. Already comparison in the previous video. Left one is from Opus 4.6, and it looks way off because the elements is crossing the line here or going off the alignment. But on the right side you see the details in it. You see the stars at back just naturally flowing, and also the planets are on the line and aligned according to the sun, and this is great. This is way better than the Opus 4.6. I give 3.1. And now last, this was the final test that I did. It is to create a full stack app given a large prompt that I discussed in the last video. So I give it 1, but there was a problem. There was actually loads of problem with the 3.1. Anyway, so this is the final outcome here. Let's see if it's working or not. So first is the landing page, and landing page is great. So this is a meal prep app. Okay, so it has the functionality to save the recipes and save the shopping list. It has the cook mode, so I will show you in a bit. So here if you see the UI, Opus 4.6 is better on this, right? And if I click on the login here, so it has this, yeah, this is the login page, and the login page is, I think 3.1 is better than the Opus 4.6. But I told it to create a demo user account. This was the prompt, so I told it to give the user account in my prompt, and let me just test this if working, and the password is this one. So there you go. So this is the UI of both, and on here you can simply see if I have a burger menu. So hamburger menu is not there in Opus 4.6. The profile settings. So profile settings on right is here, the personal details, there's the dietary preferences also, and the security zone. And if I go here in the profile section, so this is a cuisine preferences. This is not what I want to have a cuisine preferences, but I wanted a dietary preferences, which 3.1 got and understand it better, and also the favorite cuisine obviously, and a number of daily calorie goal. These three things I wanted. So Gemini did it, but obviously Opus 4.6 failed to do so. If I go to the dashboard here, good evening Alex, and there's a good afternoon Alex. So the time is, as you can see, 5:37. I specifically add this to provide as per the local time of the user. So this is correct, this is not. So here is the recipe saved is 12, recipe saved is 0. Obviously I haven't saved any recipe. So if I go to here, the recommendation for you, Gemini 3.1 added these sample images like here. Now, okay, if I click on it, it doesn't work. So maybe it's getting any error. Let me inspect that. Yeah, again. So this was the problem with the Gemini 3.1. Let me give you a context here is that even getting this work, it took around 20 or 30 iteration, and getting this work only required only once the prompt that I paste as a prompt. So no iteration. This got me so many I iterated so many times with the 3.1 that the resource get exhausted, the rate got limited, and after that I managed to this thing. And before, if you see the previous video, even login wasn't working at that time. Just giving you a context. The thing is, the 3.1 messed up with the backend when I review the code. So I can fix that, but this is just the test of the AI. Let me show you what Opus has done. So the butter chicken with the description, ingredient list, I can add or delete the ingredient which I have, or otherwise it will add to the shopping list. So if you go to the shopping list, these are the shopping lists that is added for my recipe. So if a user go here and save recipe, so recipe gets saved or add to the meal plan. So at what days you want to add, for example, the Wednesday for dinner, click on add. And now if I go here, I can add multiple recipes from here. And after that, there's this week's plan from Monday to Wednesday. If I just select any of it, or it will open a meal planner calendar. So for example, here today is 20, and here I can add search for recipe as well. For example, butter chicken, I can add that to my 21st date, and here it will show me the weekly nutrition also with protein, carbs and fat as per my consumption. If I go to the recipe here, I can even enable the cook mode. So this is the USP of this app. For example, if I click cook mode, so it will tell you the step number 1, which is marinate chicken pieces. It will take around 20 minutes, and I can set this timer and start cooking with it. And once I'm done, so what's the next step? So this, and then next, and click on finish to finish cooking. So this is the cook mode. So that was the idea behind it, and I can even add servings, and according to the servings the ingredient get updated. And if I go to the pantry here, so I can add items to my pantry what I have in my kitchen, or I can add to the shopping list and export that as text. So this was the idea of meal planning app. So Opus did it in one go, and Gemini 3.1, you know about it. That was the list of the tests I have done between the two. I hope you have got yourself a winner. So according to my preferences, both are on the same level, but Opus 4.6 are way better in handling users context, in developing web apps from start to finish. So if you are going to go full-fledged app, go for the Sonnet or Opus. But if you are going to play around with it, create a HTML game or something like few project that doesn't need any agentic tasks, then go for the 3.1. They are way better in the UI, developing games, SVGs. They are far better than the Opus 4.6. So this was the review. Do like and subscribe to the channel.